Hey guys, how's it going? It is Nick here from the Sunstand, and today we have got the review. Yet again, we still can't find a way to win away from home. I don't know what it is. If I have got my stats correct, this is now 13 away games in a row that we have lost. 13. 8 this season, and 5 last season. Why can we not win away from home? It's got to be a question that has to be asked. Like, we are not able to find any movement when we're away from home. We can't find full quarter efforts away from home. The pressure's not there. Is there something that we're doing on the way to games or in the lead up to games from when we leave Queensland to a different state? Because I'm not sure what it is. Maybe we need to stop playing cricket the morning or the day before a game. We do that every time we go away from home. We play cricket the day before or the morning of, and I understand there's not much you can do in a different state before a game. But I don't know, I think there has to be a reason to it. We've got the worst away record that I think the competition has ever seen. Other than obviously, North losing every game, this is atrocious at what we're putting forward when we're not in Queensland and the Gold Coast or Darwin. So we need to have a long hard think about what's really happening when we're playing away. But yeah, I've got about 4 points I'd like to go through. They're not positive points, so for those Suns fans that don't want to hear negativity, you can click off the video. But sometimes I hate talking badly about our club. I really do. Like, trust me, I do. I really hate it. I don't want to be that negative Nancy about our club, that negative Nancy fan channel. But I think we have to endure these bad times, and yes, sometimes talk badly about the club to enjoy the good wins and the good moments. Like, hopefully next year we can learn a little bit more about Dimmer's play style and make a run. It will be very hard to get to finals now. I'm pretty sure we're going to have to win 90% of our games from here on out to make finals, and that's just to probably make 8th position, to just make up the numbers. So I think, as much as I'd hate to say it, we can probably rule out this season and look forward, but that doesn't mean the content stops. I'll still be doing this week in, week out through the off season. I'll be here every single week talking about the bad things, talking about the good things, and talking about those things a little bit in between. But let's get it into some of these points. First one, the first 15 minutes we looked like the best team in the comp. I was watching it, I literally just finished work, and I was watching it, and I was like, we are on here. We looked so good. Our ball movement, we were beating that Freo midfield, and then I don't know what happened. A message got sent out or something, and we just fell apart. Anything we did, we just turned it over. We lifted again in the last quarter. It was good. We did drag it back a little bit. Still lost by 20 points, but we dragged it back a little bit. But in between the first 15 minutes of the first quarter to the last quarter, we looked like we were on holidays. We were still in the bye week as such. We didn't wake up. We didn't respond. We were the last ones to the football. Sometimes we just looked at the football. We were so uncoordinated, lazy, lethargic, unmotivated. And I say uncoordinated because there were times where we didn't have a ruck. Because Wits was too far away from the contest, which sometimes he is. Like, don't get me wrong, rocks sometimes are too far away from the contest. So one of the laziest positions in the comp because of how tall they are. They just can't move around the ground as well as the smaller players. But then we didn't have a tall like McAndrew or somebody going in for the rock. No one nominated. So Sean Darcy, or I think that's his name, Sean Darcy, was just able to have a free hit at a rock tap. We need better coordination when it comes to, if Jared Woods isn't near the contest, who's going up for the rock? Like, we've got tools in the forward line, we've got tools in the back line. Yes, we don't want Sam Collins taking a rock, but we've got Mac Andrew there too, who can take a rack tap, and he's athletic enough to go back to go back to his man after. He doesn't need to do the rock tap and then fight in there for possession. He can do the rack tap and go back to his player. Like, I don't care. We just need somebody going up, but like, especially in our back line. Like, it happened most in our back line, but you know, I guess I'm pretty sure Dimmer should probably talk about that to the playing group. As you guys can tell, I am not enjoying this review at all. I am not enjoying it. So, if you guys are here, still with the negative Nancy that I am right now, please hit that like button and subscribe button, because it really will make me happy. It is my birthday tomorrow, and this is not a good way to start it. But anyway, following on, Sam Flanders has to be moved back into the midfield. I understand why Dimmer did it. We lost Powell, who was our best ball user off that half back line, but he's back. Will Powell is back. We do not need him, especially if we're playing Sexton week in, week out, which most times we are. We do not need Sam Flanders in the half back line. He is one of our best ball winners and ball users in the team right now. Why are we not putting him in the guts? Shove Noah Anderson back out to a wing or a half forward and let Sam Flanders go into the guts. Like, it's ridiculous that he played there. And I understand you've played someone in a position for so long this season. Just keep him there. It was working, but we needed him in the midfield, and he didn't go into the midfield once. So, hopefully next week we'll see him in the guts and hopefully win more contests. But I think he needs to go back in there and build the confidence again in for the midfield group, and hopefully we can start winning some more ball. And on a sour note, if we won this game, we would have moved up to 6th position, and you know, we still would have been tight in whether we would have left the 8 or made the 8, but it would have helped solidify a position in the 8, being in 6th place. But we bottled it again because we can't win away from home. And now, I wasn't hoping it came to this, but next weekend, which I will be at the game, Collingwood becomes a must-win. And, you know, we played well against Collingwood last time. They travelled up here. So hopefully we can. We have a good record at home. So, you know, we may get the chocolates, but I was really hoping we didn't have to have the Collingwood game. It's a must-win. Now we do. We have to deal with it. And if we win against Collingwood, hopefully we can take that confidence into the next game and start getting on a roll. But it's going to be tough. And the final point, it's about Jared Witts and whether or not he was right to play today, because quite frankly, I don't think he was. He was pulling up way too early to contest. Pulling up way too early. It seems like he didn't want to run. And no disrespect to Sean Darcy, but Sean Darcy's another ruckman that is similar to Witts. Doesn't really like. I'd much rather say can't cover the ground that well. And when you're playing against a ruckman that is like that, you have to not pull up short to every contest. You you have to make the most of it, and we just didn't. He looked a bit out of comfort today, I'd like to say, and just not there. I get it. He did a hamstring. He was probably feeling a little bit tight somewhere in the hamstring. But if he wasn't right, we should have kept Ned Moyle in. And if it comes out that maybe he wasn't right, then questions on our medical team, and Dimmer would have just gone with what the medical team said. So it's his selection choice wasn't in doubt. But if Jadwitz seems to be sore or whatnot, or he wasn't fully recovered, maybe we need to play Ned Moyle against Collingwood this coming week, because Jadwitz is a leader of our football club, and we can't have him missing out of our side for too long. But we need to make sure he's right as well. But I'm gonna end it here. I've been whinging enough. I don't like whinging. This is not making my day at all. I'm gonna stop, go have a few drinks for my birthday, and hopefully my actual birthday tomorrow is a much more pleasant one. Have a good one, guys. Peace.